Alright, what up? So I ended up doing a couple hours of Battlefield without warming up to this because my friends were already on. But I still want to keep doing this because this is really, really good. I don't really care about doing the daily streak, playlist, the daily missions. Really don't care. I just want to work on my tracks, especially considering there was a few points tonight where I was not able to track. So bounce track is the last thing I want to end on. We'll go ahead and start off with strafe track. Then we'll go spatial. So strafe track first. Yeah. This is the kind of thing you're absolutely going to think too much. And even though I was a lot closer to my high score than I thought that was going to be, you just when you think too much, you mess it up. And this kind of training, you're going to get to where you're going to be thinking too much. And what you're aiming for is not to where you think the right amount; it's that you don't think. And that's really what this is going for. And even if we're talking about 30, 40, 50 hours of doing this, let's be real, you'd rather do 30, 40, or 50 hours of this instead of sucking at whatever first person shooter you're trying to play for literally all the time you play it until you give up because these guys are just too damn good. This is how you change that. Ah, yeah, that was not close to it. Yeah, we're gonna do that one again. This one was really bad. Yeah, yeah. So I'm not going to sit here and do it until I get a better one. It's not what you're really going for. You're not sitting here trying to ensure that you get a high score every time that you log on to ensure that you're getting better every time. You will burn yourself out. That is an absolute fact. And it's not the goal. This is one of those things that you're going to be like, oh my god, that worked out, holy crap, well, and it just, you just got a lot better. That's We're going to do spatial track. That was the one that I said I want to do next. Let's do it. I lost it completely. And what's great is, if you suck at it, nice. I got a high score. It's not because of anybody other than you just couldn't do very well. So it's not like, oh my God, that person, they're abusing this. They got those COD movements going on. It has nothing to do with that. And the most beautiful part is that if you do enough of this, you get good enough, it completely makes what they do irrelevant. Completely irrelevant because you're just going to shoot them. It doesn't matter where they move, how fast they move. You're just going to keep your beat on target and you're going to shoot them. Uh, yeah. All right. So we're not going to sit here and keep pounding them down. I got myself a high score. That's awesome. So that shows that I'm doing something. So I did strafe track, spatial track. Let's do height track, and then we'll do suave track. Yeah, not a high score, but like I said, we're not going to pound that, but we are going to do two of them. That was decent. Yeah, wasn't a high score, but that was decent. And then we're gonna do Suave Track. That should be the last. Oh yeah, Suave Track and then Bounce Track. Forgot, haven't done Bounce Track yet. We'll do Suave Track and then Bounce Track. Uh, it's a high score. Nice, nice. All right, and now we go to Bounce Track. This is my hardest. Once I have this down, I will feel like I'm cracked. That's not saying much, but it's not my worst. Yeah, wasn't my best. It's better than the last quite a few. And then we do a second one. Okay. I'm gonna restart that one. Okay. Wow, that wasn't much better. Wasn't much better of a start. Oh wow, this is terrible so far. That was not good. Yeah, that was terrible. But yeah, we're not gonna sit here and pound it in. I didn't get a high score in this. I'm still 75 out of 453 on my high score for it. That's not bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of people that may be trying to do this way may have a lot further to go. I've been playing first person shooters for a long time. Even if I took a really long break, which is why I have to do this again. Well, not again. I never got to do it in the first place. I had to learn the way that I'm saying, you know, this makes you or lets you avoid learning. I mean, I had like 38,000 kills in World at War before I finally figured shit out. And that I had like a point 0.6 KDR. And I may not have had quite so many because I ended up with like a 63,000 kills at the end with like a 1.86 KDR. I figured things out. But just I know this makes me a tryhard, but there's not a single thing in my life that I've ever gotten that I didn't try hard for. Not that some things didn't come inherently, I didn't come feeling like I ended up being specialized for it, but I still had to work hard for it. I still had to try hard, still had to focus on the things that I realized were going to be my marketable angles that I was going to take. And this is this one. This is my way of doing this. This is, I will, in less than a month, have a real effect from this. Even if I only do 10 minutes a day, which I will usually be doing 20. 20 minutes a day, 30 days is what? So, well, 10 days, 20 is 200 hours, which that's just too much math. It's a lot, but it's not that much. Okay, it's really not that much. This is easy. And oh, that's easy. That's an hour and 20 minutes. So that's like 3 hours and it's 4 hours. It's 4 hours. 4 hours across 30 days. You'd see a marketable difference. I'm gonna see a bit more because I do quite a bit. I've already got like 13 or 14 hours on this. Granted, I am thinking about stream and all of the Battlefield that I play, just because, that's the only way that I'm ever going to get anybody to start watching me, is if I'm there to be watched. But all right, guys, love y'all, and I will see y'all later. Peace.